right now I'm kind of going through the space where I'm like, okay, what is it that I have that I could be providing value for other people, that I could be using to provide value for other people, right? What skills do I have? What is something that I could be doing right now that could provide? And that's like producing fruit that other people can come and really get some value from. Um, and that train of thought actually led me to the story. The story is basically there's two gentlemen. One gentleman owns a house. The other gentleman is looking for diamonds, and the person who is looking for diamonds comes and buys a house from this gentleman, right? Cool. The gentleman sells a house. Well, the person who's selling or who's looking for diamonds, he's going out everywhere looking for diamonds, just on the run, trying to find diamonds in all these other places, trying to find diamonds. Um, Eventually, he doesn't find any. He returns back to the house that he brought, and he starts looking in his own backyard. The backyard that he has now purchased. Um, and in that backyard is where he finally finds diamonds, right? So there's questions there. There's one. The man who sold the house. Are you just oblivious to the fact that you had diamonds in your backyard, or have you never done the work to even figure out what's in your backyard? Mm. Second comes the man who's looking for diamonds. He was looking for diamonds all on the outside of him, while he already owned the house that had the diamonds. He never took the time to look in his backyard until he couldn't find diamonds outside of him or outside of what he owned. But once he was like, oh, let me sit down and figure out what it is that I own, what it is that I have here, he found diamonds. So if you're the second guy, your question is, what do I have that I'm sitting on that is a diamond, right? What is it that I own already that I just don't know how to produce value from? That already has value, right? That just needs to be packaged. That just needs to be found, and cultivated, or just put a little work in so that you can find it. I find myself, I have found myself in a position where I've been okay with selling the house. I've been okay with understanding that I just don't want to do the work, and really find what it is that I have, and realizing that is annoying. Realizing that is what's infuriating. Realizing that is what makes me angry. You know what I'm saying? Is like I've wasted this time just because of a lack of wanting to do anything with my life. Like I just didn't care. You know what I mean? Didn't have any drive for anything. Um, but now I've come across this position where it's like, oh, like I really want something. Like I really have a drive to produce something for other people. Like I want to be of value to the people around me. Not that I don't have innate value, not that I don't already love myself, but I want to be able to produce and provide for the people around me. And out of that drive, I'm like, what is it that I have? What is it that I can be doing? And I feel like these are questions that we just don't spend time asking. We don't spend time cultivating. We don't spend time sitting down thinking about. Um, I feel like that's a great question that needs to be asked. I feel like that question is something that needs to be dissected and um, like picked apart and trying to figure it like trying to do the work of figuring that out, and then putting in the work afterwards, like actually making it into reality and actually putting it into fruition and actually like planting the seed and watering it and you know like tilling the land and all that deal. Like put in the work for it. You know what I'm saying? Like cultivate your skills, learn different skills, build on them. But I feel like that story of the man who owned the house, the man who sold the house, and the man who brought the house, and the man who put in the work to find the diamonds in the backyard of his house that he now owns. A lot of times that's where we're at. A lot of times that's where people who could be in position to provide an actual helpful hand just aren't putting in the work to have any sort of monetary gain to um, progress the kingdom or to provide substance for somebody. Um, it's laziness and lack of understanding. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at. That's exactly where I have been, and I'm tired of it. And so I'm putting in the work now. I'm thinking now. I'm like, oh, I need to make sure that that's not who I am. I might be late, but I don't think I'm late. I think I'm right on time. I think I'm right on time. So think about it. Where you at? Where you at in the story? 'Cause, man, I've been in both places, and it is not good to be the man who sold the house. Figure out what you got. Figure out what it is that you have that you can provide value with, and use it, and provide value for somebody. And there's wealth that comes with that, which is why the story is about a diamond. You could be building wealth with what you already have. All right, guys. Later.